Did the NBA just hand Dallas the future on a silver platter? Here's the deal. Dallas traded Luca mid-season. Their season crashed after Kyrie tore his ACL. They missed the playoffs with a 39-43 record, just a 1.8% shot at the number 1 pick. But somehow they jumped 10 spots. Landed the top pick. Cooper Flagg is coming. He's being called the league's next great superstar. So, was this just luck, or did the NBA orchestrate a perfect storyline? Let's dive into what just happened. You see, the Mavericks were supposed to be a contender. They had just made the finals the year before. Luca was still in his prime. Kyrie was healthy. The West was wide open. But by mid-season, everything flipped. Luca was gone, traded to the Lakers in February. This was the move that shocked everyone. Kyrie went down after that, torn ACL. Done for the year. No more star power, no more offense, no more wins. The Mavericks lost momentum fast and finished with a losing record. 39 wins, 43 losses. No playoffs, no noise. But then came the lottery. Dallas entered with a 1.8% chance at the top pick. Just 1.8%. 10 teams had better odds. It looked like a throwaway year, a reset, until it wasn't. I mean, they jumped all the way to number 1. That's the biggest leap in NBA draft lottery history. A 10-spot jump out of nowhere. Not just lucky, statistically ridiculous. For a team that just made the finals last year, it felt too clean. This was the first time Dallas has ever won the lottery. They've never been a lottery darling. They drafted Luca at number 3 after a trade with Atlanta. They've usually built through trades or late picks, but now they're in line for Cooper Flagg. Flagg is the biggest American prospect since LeBron. He's a 6'9" forward, elite on both ends, great feel, big stage presence at Duke. The hype is real. If the Mavs land him, they're not rebuilding. They're rebooting with a star. That's how quickly things flipped. From losing Luca and Kyrie to landing the most hyped prospect in years. It's not just a new era, it's a perfect narrative arc. And that's exactly why people are starting to ask questions. The Luca trade theory. Sending Luca to the Lakers was a win for the NBA. No sugarcoating that. He's one of the league's biggest stars. Now he's in the league's biggest market. The Lakers are a global brand. Luka's jersey sales exploded. Media coverage skyrocketed. The league got more eyeballs. On court, it was a win too. The Lakers made the playoffs. Luka gave them another shot at contention. Every game was a ratings draw. Luka versus Steph. Luka versus Jokic. Luka versus KD. It was non-stop drama. TNT and ESPN ate it up. And then there's Dallas. Instead of collapsing into irrelevance, they're getting Cooper Flagg. Another win for the NBA. They stay competitive. They get an exciting American star, a clean transition from Luka to Flagg. It doesn't feel like they lost anything. Cooper Flagg is built for TV. He's already famous, he's marketable, he plays hard, he speaks well, he's easy to root for. Placing him in Dallas, a team that just reached the finals, sets him up to win now. No rebuilding pain, just a fresh face with a ready-made team. It's like the team replaced one asset with another. Luka becomes the next Laker star. Flagg becomes the next Maverick star. No drop-off in talent. Just a redistribution. Same product, new packaging. And that's where the problem lies. The swap felt too perfect, too well-timed. The league got what it needed, and both franchises got what they wanted. It didn't feel like chaos, it felt scripted. So why are fans calling it rigged? Start with the odds. Dallas had just a 1.8% chance. Meanwhile, teams like the Jazz, Wizards, and Hornets had 14%, more than 7 times better. Yet those teams dropped. The Mavericks jumped. It was one of the lowest odds ever to win the lottery. Only 3 teams in history have won the lottery with worse odds. So when the Mavs did it right after trading Luka, it felt like too much of a stretch, especially when you look at who benefits. The timing was suspicious. The Luka trade had just torn the fan base apart. Kyrie's injury took away any hope of short-term success. The franchise looked lost. Social media was dragging the front office. Fans were calling it a tank job. Then, boom, they win the lottery. Perfect distraction. That timing mattered. The draft lottery flipped the entire story. From failure to future. Instead of blame, the front office got praise. Instead of tanking, it looked like a strategy. That's how fast the narrative turned. And people didn't just notice, they started connecting dots. Twitter flooded with memes. NBA is never beating rigged allegations. Clips of Adam Silver popped back up where he once said, "Let's hope no outcome makes fans say it's rigged." It didn't age well. Then came the pattern talk. The Cavs won the lottery after LeBron left. Pelicans win it after trading CP3 and then AD. Knicks get Patrick Ewing right when they need a star. Bulls land Derrick Rose, Chicago native, at number 1 despite slim odds. Fans keep asking, how many times is this just coincidence? Now Dallas is in that conversation. They trade Luca to LA, their season tanks. They win the top pick. Cooper Flagg lands in their lap. It fits the pattern too well. It checks all the same boxes, and that's why people are talking. Cooper Flagg, the prize. Cooper Flagg isn't just another top pick. He's a two-way forward with elite instincts, size, and motor. He dominated high school, crushed the EYBL circuit, and became a national name before college. At Duke, every game felt like an audition for the number 1 pick. He blocked shots, hit jumpers, led fast breaks. He looked like the best American prospect since LeBron. The NBA needs a new face, someone young, marketable, and American. Flagg checks every box. He's polished in interviews, plays hard, and carries himself like a pro. For the league, placing him in the right city matters. Not every market can handle that spotlight. Dallas can. They just made the finals. They run a modern offense. And they have a hungry fan base looking for their next guy. Putting Flagg in Dallas does more than just make sense. It writes a new chapter. Luca leaves, and the team doesn't fall apart. They reload. A team that just lost its superstar somehow lands another. It's almost too clean. You lose Luca in February. By June, you've got Flagg, from one generational talent to the next. And now the NBA has got storylines on both ends. Luca in LA, Flagg in Dallas. Both teams will be on national TV every week. It's two super teams built for drama, built for views. That's not rebuilding, that's repackaging. And it benefits everyone at the top. How the draft lottery works and why people still doubt it. The NBA explains it like this. 14 ping pong balls get dropped into a lottery machine. They draw 4 of them, and that combo decides the order. Every team has a set of combinations based on how bad their record was. It's done behind closed doors, but filmed. Media and team reps are in the room. It's supposed to be foolproof. But fans still aren't buying it. Every time a shocking result happens, people bring up the same word, rigged. They don't care about ping pong balls or witness lists. Doesn't matter how transparent the process is, it feels scripted. Even NBA players joke about it. LeBron went on Pat McAfee's show and casually listed, quote, Ewing to the Knicks, Rose to the Bulls. He smirked and said, I understood the assignment. That's the league's biggest voice, hinting that these outcomes might be more story than chance. The jokes aren't just from players. Rick Welts, longtime exec and now with the Mavericks, once said, quote, We've been doing conspiracy stories since '85. It's baked into the culture now. Any wild lottery result turns into a meme within minutes. And journalists who have been in the room say the process is real. Andy Larson from the Salt Lake Tribune said, quote, I watched it with my own eyes. Vincent Goodwill reminded people that rigging this would be a federal crime. It's a serious accusation with real consequences. But fans don't care about laws or logistics. They care about what makes sense. And when the outcome helps the league, Luca in LA, Flagg in Dallas, people ignore the math and focus on the storyline. They don't ask, can it be rigged? They ask why it always helps the NBA when it does. So, who benefits? Let's start with the league. Luca on the Lakers gives them another megastar in the league's most powerful franchise. That's more jersey sales, more primetime games, more interest around the world. Then they drop Flagg into Dallas, a team that just played for a championship. The league instantly refreshes both areas. Dallas wins too. The Luca trade had fans ready to riot. Kyrie went down. The season flopped. People thought they were done. Then they pulled the number 1 pick. Now nobody's mad. They didn't tank, but they still got a star. They hit the reset button without any real pain. The Lakers come out golden. They get Luca just as LeBron's career winds down. Luca walks into that spotlight with no pressure, just opportunity. And with him on the roster, LA stays in the title picture. The brand keeps thriving. The narrative never breaks. Counter-arguments. There's no hard proof of rigging. The league films the lottery. Every step is documented. Reporters and team officials are right there watching it unfold. Nobody is caught slipping. No exposed audio. No accidental leaks. Nothing real. And people forget, lotteries are supposed to be random. That's the whole point. A 1.8% chance isn't zero. Long shots do hit, just not often. But when they do, it doesn't automatically mean foul play. Rigging something this big is a massive risk. The NBA is a global business. If it ever got exposed, it wouldn't just be bad PR, it'd be lawsuits, criminal charges, ruined reputations. There are too many people involved for something that big to stay quiet. So if they were rigging it, someone would have cracked by now. We're talking about 4 decades of lotteries. That's a long time with no whistleblower, which makes it hard to prove anything but coincidence. So the question now is, was it coincidence or control? Here's where we're stuck. On one side, the league shows us numbers, odds, procedures, cameras. On the other side, fans keep pointing to how these results always help the NBA's bigger picture. The league says it's a chance. The internet says it's a pattern. So now we're all thinking the same thing. Did the Mavericks just luck into Cooper Flagg, or did the league reward them for moving Luca to LA? Is this all chance or a script we're watching unfold? What do you think? Drop your thoughts below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos.